God, I should really replay Nier Automata at some point. Music is so... good vibes. Now this is Pog Racing. Stop. We haven't started the stream yet. You can't do this shit to me this early. Motherfucker. Ugh. Yeah, you sure as shit can't. Yeah, so... I muted myself instead of getting rid of my, That's what I was looking for. It's been a week. Like, I don't know how much I've actually reiterated it, but, like... Oh, excuse me. I am very much treating this stream like a hobby, right? I do want to do it as much as I can. But at the same time, like, if life gets in the way, I'm not gonna push myself to do it whenever I can. And unfortunately, with a particular shake-up at work, the last, like, month has been pretty rough. Just, like, adjusting to, God, I don't even know what you call it. Managerial changes, let's say. Nothing, like, bad. It's just, like... It's, like, teething issues for things where we probably should have been already doing. But yeah, as a result, we're trying to be, like, pretty kind of, strict with it. Because we don't want to, like... softball it for a couple of months and then, you know, we don't... It just kind of becomes a thing we, again, don't do. But, yeah. Anyway. So I'm hoping we can get some Dark Knight done tonight. But first is our weekly foray into whatever in the fuck Yoko Taro has put into this game. How to catch an automaton. The decisive dwarf regards you with the steely determination of someone who's about to ask a favor. Ah, it's you again. Thanks to you, we've now got a good lot of automata helping us out. We could still do with more. If you're not too busy, do you think you could retrieve another Iron Beard for us? Rest assured, you won't be doing it alone this time. I'm going to retrieve one too. Oh. Hey Charles, how's it going? When we're done, let's meet back here. Happy deactivating. So, funny thing happened. I don't think it was this week. I think it was the week before. So obviously I finished playing Black Mage, or finished leveling Black Mage. And I went and just did a normal raid roulette. And I completely misunderstood how much I had forgotten how to play Summoner. Oh, I was also doing Bosha as well, which probably didn't help, but... Oh, I was not so... Oh. Oops. Wasn't supposed to kill that. Excuse me? Get in the fucking... Thank you. Yeah, I was just like, oh, Jesus Christ, what is Dreadworm trance again? It's fucking bizarre. And, like, when I really throw it into, perspective, I'm, like, there's been a big overlap between me playing Summoner, Black Mage, Warrior, Dark Knight, Bard, and Red Mage all at the same time? It's like, yeah, of course I was going to get a lot of that shit mixed up, but I didn't think, like, the one that I played the most would be, like, the one that just drifted out of my mind. Fucking what muscle memory. Phew. It's rough going even with your example, but I managed to shut down an automaton in the end. How about you? I may have... Listen, we're not going to talk about the first one. Great. With those 2 additional units on duty, I'll be able to spend more time I'll be able to spend more time doing things that Automata can't do. For the rebuilding. Yes, that's it. Me when I clock off on a Friday. Thanks to you, I found something that I can do for Comra. But as helpful as you are, it wouldn't do to rely on you forever. No, from this point on, I want to make sure I can get by on my own when the time comes. There might be others who could use a hand, though, so you ought to talk to the chief. Thanks again, and be seeing you. Are they similar or too many jobs to remember? So, Summoner, Red Mage, and Black Mage are all, like... No, they're all pretty different, because... Summoner has a lot of cooldowns that are, like, the backbone of the rotation. But you have to kind of play it by ear with encounter and stuff like that, so there isn't, like, a really clear rotation throughout. It's just kind of like a balancing act. Black Mage is 100%, like, written, almost. The only variance is, like, the proc, so, like, it goes in a very defined cycle. Red Mage is a little bit in between, but, like, it's much more about, like, doing the same thing over and over until you hit a point, and then you do a very specific set of actions, and then you go back to the doing whatever, basically. Then you got Warrior, who has a very who is a tank, first of all, so, like, very different priorities to DPS. And its rotation is more like, do I need to hit and keep enmity on multiple enemies? Yes, no. And even then, it's hit these 3 buttons or these 2 buttons until you get to max meter, and then hit this button. And then there's Bard, which is just... Bard is really busy at 80. Well, I'm not at 80 yet, but I'm in Shadowbringers with a Bard right now, and... like, you have to keep 2 dots up with a song that either gives you a proc, gives you a stacking buff that you can use for damage, or gives you a stacking buff that just buffs you passively. So you have to remember what song you're on to watch out for different procs and what buttons you need to press in those circumstances, and your filler can still proc another proc that you need to use, like, as soon as possible. And then you've got cooldowns that you can only use on specific casts to make sure you don't override it. Bard is, like, more complex than I would have thought, and yet somehow underperforms a lot of other jobs, which is weird. So, they're fairly different. Generally speaking, though, I've kept my buttons, like, relatively on theme. Like, generally what I try and do is 1 through 5 and Control 1 through 5 are the core rotational abilities. 7 through 0 are big damage cooldowns, so the thing you hit, like, once every minute or something like that. And then the, like, extra mouse buttons are either, buttons I have to react to that aren't part of the core rotation, buttons that are on a cooldown, or their AoE abilities. It's like the extra mouse buttons are just kind of whatever the fuck I feel like, really. Black Mage being the exception, because where Energy Drain is, I have Fire 4, which is basically the core fire rotation. Anyway. So yeah, like, I generally know where all the buttons are. The problem is, like, getting back into the specifics of things. Like, watching the bar dots and making sure I keep them up on top of watching my songs and watching 2 different sets of procs. Like, it's just a lot to keep track of, to be honest. But yeah. I manage. But at the same time, like, you've seen me play. I'm a huge perfectionist. It bothers me when I don't play, like, as well as I could. Oh my god, we've got an actual cutscene. Are we gonna get voices? Because this is shot like a scene that would have voice acting. Oh, maybe not. Lolly, we've done it, ho, Aldine. We've restored Comra to the way it was. This calls for grog. Lots of it. Always fuck up my opener on Ninja, it's so busy. I still haven't figured out, bards, to be honest. But before I drink myself silly, I should put this in surer hands. It's another recording device from Konog. Thank you. For all this time, we still don't know where the lad is, but I hope he'll return soon as he can marvel at the fine... Soon as he can... I hope he'll return soon so he can marvel at the fine work we've done with our village. And speaking of returning, could you come with me, Aldine? There's something else I want to tell you. Okay. Is it about... what's his... oh. Some days ago, Glag suddenly vanished from the village. I rounded up a crew of my miners, and together we set out to find him. His trail led us deep into the machine's base inside the crater, to the place where we encountered that strange white orb. It was there that we found Glag, lying face down and unmoving. We rushed to his aid, but before we could do so much as fucking goddamn it, skip the dialogue. To roll him over, he got up and proceeded to walk off in the direction of the village, as if we weren't there, as if nothing had happened. Since then, Glag's been back to his normal self, as far as anyone can tell, at any rate. We have no idea what brought on these bursts, or those bursts of strange behavior. Perhaps the man just had too much to drink. Perhaps it was something else. But whatever it was, we've decided to keep things quiet and leave well enough alone. You're one of the few privy to the situation, so I thought I should tell you, I'll let you know how it ended. I also want to thank you again. You truly have a beard of gold, Aldine, and we wouldn't have been able to rebuild our village without you. The way I see it, this place is as much your home as it is ours, so no matter where you go, know that we'll always have a tankard of ale waiting here for you. You obtain a message from Konog. Nobody's perfect, and I ain't no exception. But I've always tried to look after the village as best I know how. And I'll keep on doing so. The NieR music has gone too. Oh, he does have red hair. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, I was right. Or maybe the person I was talking to was right. I can't remember which one of us actually came up with it at the time, but... oh fuck, I can't not do this now. Your work restoring Comra to its former glory may be finished, but the Dig Chief's Dig Site Chief's not quite done with you yet. Actually, hold on. There is one thing we need to look at first. For as long as I can remember, it's been just the two of us. Hardly anyone even bothered to be kind to us, but we always had each other. When I was with Anog, there was nothing to fear. What my sister wanted was most was to get revenge on the world that had done this to us. I can't accept that the world got her, Sorry, I can't accept that the world got her first. I won't. Lally, I can't thank you enough, ho. Comra is looking like its old self again. Better, if we're honest. You can see that for yourself. So let me tell you something you don't know. I hear that automata of dwarven make have been spotted around about Yulmore of late. Signature frog motif and all. Now, where would those city folk have gotten their hands on artisanry like that? We certainly haven't been peddling them to outsiders, you aside. No, of course not. Like, I absolutely was not helping someone deliver them to Yulmore. What? You aside. Oh. Wait, did he literally... Wait, hold on. Actually, I don't know if the implication of this line is that they've been selling stuff to me, or if a person who has been peddling them has been me. But... Oh, hold on. No, one of the dwarves was gathering them, but that doesn't mean they were put together, because we were giving, like, pieces of them. Okay, no. Yeah, right. Cool. Yep. I've connected the dots. I can think of one dwarf who might be, though. One with the right skills and little else to his name. If it is Konog, well, I have a lot to say to him. I'm sorry, for starters. And it'd be nice to know if he could see how far we've come. The next Comra, or the new Comra. I like to think he'd be happy here. Anyway, seeing as you're the worldly sort, I doubt you'll have too much trouble picking up his trail in Yulmore. Let me know what you find. Oh no. I don't know how long I'm gonna stream either, so like... I mean, I'm not gonna not do it, but... This was supposed to be a Dark Knight stream. Oh, speaking of which. There we go. Oh, hold on. Let's make this accurate. There we go. Any plans to catch the live letter tomorrow? Probably not. I'm gonna do VLR and then I'm going out tomorrow night. So I very much probably will not have time to catch it. Unless I'm lucky. I've got gold, I've got jewels, I've got gold-plated jewels. Oh, sorry, I should be giving that a more posh accent. Not so interested in my wares. Pity. I did see a dwarf in black, though, yes. Odd little fellow. Came selling one of those GOG contraptions. Not quite to my personal taste, but a rare find to be sure. Placed an order as well. Paid in advance. Say, if you're looking for the chap anyway, would you save me some time and take it to him? Sure. You mentioned that he was sleeping down in the derelicts. Odd lad, as I say. I'm not sure how familiar you are with the place, but fortunately, he drew a map to his preferred hovel. Soon, TM. Can't believe he gave me a blank piece of paper. Oh, he's got the same eyes, too. Wait just a little longer, Anog. With the machine's technology, I can bring you back. I will. I knew it. I'll make it work. I will. I will. I can't. I can't. I'm not good enough. Never good enough. I can't. Anog, I can't do this. I can't live in a world without you. I just can't. She's not there. You're such a crybaby. Fuck you. Don't... Anog? The one and... Well, suffice it to say that I'm back. Thanks to your hard work. And my innate genius, of course. I'm gonna fucking cry. Anog, I have nowhere to go. I'm all alone. That was before. You have me now. And don't you dare say we have nowhere to go. There's a whole world waiting for us, Konog. Oh, maybe... I was going to say that this was probably like a hallucination, but maybe this happened in the past and we're about to rock up to what they left behind. Wow. Most people went with Anog. That's also like a ridiculously consistent split, too. What the fuck? That's nuts. I'm kind of surprised this doesn't have any music behind it, because this would be a very appropriate time to play the song it was playing before. Huh. Ending E. Damn, bitch, you lived like this? That's mean. God, I am so curious how that ends if, I didn't even have to type it. Yeah, well, I mean... Okay, I have to see if this is, like, actually the end. Because obviously it said the end there, but whether or not there's going to be, like, more, like, weeklies or something to it. Because it sounded like there was something added in the patch after the last raid went out. So, like, I don't know what that is, obviously, but... Or whether it was just, like, that ending there. Lali, don't keep me in suspense, ho. Did you find Konog? Found his workshop, but I don't know where he's gone. You're right that he was in Yulmore, but now... That's... disappointing. Still, I appreciate you letting me know all the same. What's that you have there? Some kind of fancy mead? Konog. What's it for? Aside from the obvious, I mean. I think he'd appreciate it if you passed it on to the woman who was injured. Just make sure Konog gets it when he comes home. Ooh, that's... No. It's like 100% that's what it's for. I will. I only wish things hadn't turned out like this. What happened to the village was bad enough, but then everyone was at each other's throats, and Anog and Konog are gone. Don't even get me started on the Glag debacle. I keep turning it all over in my mind, and I see nothing but mistakes we made. And I wonder, how can any of us be sure that we won't make a mess of things again? Maybe we can't. Maybe we just try to remember every single day how bloody wrong we probably are, and we learn to live with that. Maybe that's the only answer we get. No, that's it. Huh? Okay. I must have got this from thingy? Yeah. Huh. I mean, I don't know how much there is to really say about, the ending there. Like, it's left pretty ambiguous, because Konog obviously didn't succeed in what they were trying to do, and whether or not Anog, or whether or not the Anog that appeared was like a hallucination, or another duplicate, or whatnot, like, probably inconsequential to some degree, because, like, a lot of the underlying thing that was happening there was, how, the parallels with, certain two red-headed characters in, other NieR games, and how, they are a ride-and-die pair, literally. So, being split off from one, the other is basically lost. They don't know what to do. And I think the Dig Chief kind of, like, summed up the whole thing altogether. It's like, well, I mean, fuck, we didn't get any answers. I guess we just have to try and remember all the fuck-ups we did and move on. Because looking for the really succinct, poetic answers to the things that happened is an exercise in futility, because you don't often get that, and you have to live with that. Learn what you can and try and move on. I can't remember, I feel like I said that on stream at some point, like, something to the effect of, I wonder if Anog and Konog both have red hair. Because there was definitely vibes of, parallels there. Excuse me. I don't know, this is definitely the thing I'd have to, like, chew over a lot, because... I mean... like, abrupt, vague endings like that are very much meant to make you think and not, like, read it at the surface level. And obviously I've been thinking about it at more than a surface level, but still, I need to give the time to, like, mull it over before really, like, going, ah, yes, clearly this is what this whole thing is about. Yeah, still saying the same thing. But yeah, a microcosm of Yoko Taro's wild rides. Certainly still was wild. Once I have nothing to ask of you. Feels odd. Maybe one day we'll have something to offer you. Offer you instead. I certainly hope so. Yeah. It's time for Dark Knight, baby. I was really hoping to do, like, a full 4 hours on Dark Knight, but now I don't know how much time I'm going to have for that.